All right, so we ran into another technical difficulty. It's gonna happen.
We did.
Yeah, it's
We
gonna
did.
happen. I
It's
think
just-
we left off on what my shoe size was.
We did. And I'm still, inquiring minds want to know, along with myself, what is AJ Wanger's shoe size?
Let me
please?
start by saying I lie about my shoe size. In terms of, I buy shoes that are too big because I'm embarrassed to buy them in my own size.
Is it cheaper if you buy them in possibly a child size?
Okay, well, I don't know if we were going to go child size right off the rip.
Sorry.
But
Go ahead. I need honesty, though.
if I'm being honest, I
do.
don't know what my actual shoe size is.
Cop out.
I buy shoes in a size 9, and they are too big.
Wow.
My work boots, I think, in the military were 8 wides. They were a little big.
Wow.
um,
That's...
if I had to guess, my actual size is probably around an 8. It's pretty close. A man's 8.
I know when we discussed writing these questions, we didn't want to get too personal. I didn't know that was going to be such a hot topic.
That's a hard one.
I didn't.
I have small feet. It runs in my family. My mom wears a size 3. Like, it runs in the family. We have small feet.
Adult?
Yeah, adult size 3.
Could she fit into a child's shoe?
Yeah, she does sometimes. I believe so. If you're watching this, Mom, I'm sorry.
That's cost effective.
It is cost effective. I don't fit in a kid's shoe. I've tried it. Doesn't work.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, that one's rough.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll
I
let
mean
it.
to touch the feelers on that one.
I'll let it go. It's just that's like if I had to pick an insecurity, my feet is one of them. They're so small.
Really?
That's why I'm so clumsy. I think is because like there's nothing balancing me out
You
there.
ran out of... Yeah. You're out of...
There's just not a lot of space to hold up 200 pounds on a size 8. I mean,
But I've seen you run at work.
and it's fast, isn't it? Like
Cheetah.
a goddamn gazelle.
Cheetah. Again, we're not talking about word.
Okay. My last question.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite part about Iowa?
Oh.
Yeah, just a
Wow.
broad throw her
Yeah.
out there.
Oof.
You gotta have a favorite part. Everybody does.
Yeah. And I don't want to take the cliche, right? Because obviously I'm a huge Hawkeye fan. College sports. But I would have to say, seriously, how you can go to one part of our state. Nice.
Thank you.
Go to one part of our state and it looks a particular way.
Yeah.
And then you can go up north and it looks completely different, especially on the northeast. Then you go north central and it's lakes. It's almost like being in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can go over to the southwest and I guess from the maybe it's not everywhere in the state because the south all kind of looks the same, just a metric fuck ton of corn,
Fields.
beans,
Yeah.
and a whole shit ton of hog confinements.
Yeah.
But you could drive up to northern Iowa and be like, okay, we're going to a really pretty lake.
Yeah.
That is huge. Or we're up by Dubuque, those areas, and we've got really cool rolling hills.
So diversity is your favorite.
I would have to say the diversity, and you know what? I'll even go more broad than that. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Diversity of landscape and diversity of people.
Yeah.
We do have
It's getting pretty diverse, I would say.
a large area of diversity.
Yeah.
In
Nice.
general. Which the biggest diversity would have to be like Iowa State fans between Iowa fans. But we'll get into that later. I mean,
Sorry if that's your case,
Yeah.
but
we can't pick them.
I'll just piggyback real quick and
I
say
love a good piggyback.
my favorite part of Iowa is the rolling hills.
My
I'm
God, you just
obsessed with the rolling hills.
Literally answered your own question.
I did.
And I love that about that.
Obsessed with the rolling hills. If I could get one Grant Wood
No.
painting and hang it in my house, it would be the rolling hills.
Of like southern Iowa, or are you talking like the big bluffs of like northern Iowa?
Have you ever seen the Grant Wood rolling hills
I have
photo?
not. Should I Google it?
You might have to Google it. It's
What is it? Grant Wood?
Grant Wood rolling hills. I've told Emma that since we started dating.
Is that an Iowa thing?
Yes.
Is
It
he
is.
from Iowa?
Yes. He painted the
That's beautiful.
beautiful, right?
How much does a piece like that go for? Oh, here.
The original? I
What's
can't.
it worth?
I can't imagine what the original is worth.
Oh, I mean, if this podcast takes off, we'll be able to afford it. $6,960,000.
Yeah. Well.
So I mean, if this really takes off, you'll be able to get yourself a portrait.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can have my kids paint you a picture of Rolling Hill.
He's the one that painted the some people might get mad if they're art fans. I don't know the name of it.
You're talking the guy with the pitchfork?
The guy with the pitchfork.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
That's here in Iowa. For those that don't know, if you're not from Iowa, that is.
Mm-hmm. And Grant Wood was from here.
And he painted that.
He did paint that, yeah.
Yeah, what's the name of the guy that died in the plane crash here in Iowa? The day the music died, but was it Buddy Holly? It was Buddy.
Look stupid on
it was Buddy Holly, right?
it?
Yeah, I think so. Left Minnesota, died in Iowa. By
We're gonna roll with that. If we're wrong,
let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
That we are just like we introduced.
Also, speaking of comments, I think I haven't ran this past you, so I'm gonna run it past you live.
Okay, hit me.
I think a cool idea would be if we do a segment based off of one of the comments every week that we do an episode.
Okay. Comment as far as like a question or
so if there's
or
a
like,
question
hey,
that people want
you
to
fucking
answer,
idiots, Buddy Holly's still alive.
Yeah.
We may have to do our little bit more research into that.
It was Buddy Holly that crashed. We're getting this from our
technical support on the backside, the marketing manager.
Marketing manager.
And then we have our
which, to be fair, this podcast would not be happening right now
100%
without our digital media manager, our executive cleaning associate officer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
And our marketing manager.
And Gingerlocks.
And Gingerlocks, who's just our number one fan. He subscribed on his own YouTube.
He does not have a title yet, but he will have a title.
He will.
He will.
We might just call him our biggest fan.
Biggest fan can be a title, yeah. I like
Chief fan.
Chief fan. I like it.
Oh, that makes it sound like he likes the football team.
So this could not happen without them. Thank you to them.
Yeah,
and they confirmed we were right, or you were right. I just rolled with what you said because I believe you.
Could have been totally wrong.
But I believe
my confidence so exudes like nobody wants to question
me. Which made me believe you.
100%. Thank you. But I like the comment idea.
Yeah.
I like it. So drop a comment.
If you have an idea you want to hear from us,
yeah,
a topic, an idea, a hate message, we'll reply to everything.
Hate messages, we just might have more of those. Like, hey, shut the fuck up. It's been an hour. What am I doing?
If you do that, make sure you don't have anything that I can roast you on any of your social medias, because I will dive deep into your life.
Dude,
and
Christy should literally be a private investigator on social media.
On hate comments.
I'll be like, hey, do you know so-and-so? And she'll be like, no. But the next thing I know, she's like, did you know so-and-so's birthstone is an opal?
Which
and
women,
you're like,
women are great
what?
at that.
How do you know? 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Investigative skills to the max. Top tier.
My turn?
Your turn. Last question.
Last question. If you don't already work in your dream job, and it's kind of funny that you wrote that, what would your dream job be?
Gosh, that's hard.
Nobody wants to be the president now.
Because right now, I love what I do. I never thought I would. Like, I think I said it earlier. I never wanted to do what I do now. My cousin brought it up to me multiple times, and I was like, no, like, that's stupid. I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. But I love it right now. Like, I enjoy every minute of it.
Which does make you a happier person.
Yeah.
I've been in jobs
that you hate.
And you're just angry.
And if I'm being honest, I really looked at the military as a long-term job. I thought I was going to retire.
Yep.
But then I had some medical issues. So I guess
long and the short, we're both broke dicks from the military. Yeah, so we're no longer, that was not an option for us. We didn't make that decision.
No.
Uncle Sam made that decision.
Uncle Sam didn't make that decision for both of us.
We know based on your looks that you should be on every poster representing your particular branch.
Yeah,
however, you're so broke that we don't want you anymore.
That's pretty much how my conversation actually went, yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
It was here's some money, get off of our base.
Get away, yeah.
Pretty much. But I guess to answer the question, my dream job was to retire out of the military. That was my plan.
Okay.
That's what I thought I was going to do.
Okay. Since you did a piggyback, can I do a piggyback?
Piggyback on off of it.
My dream job, since you didn't ask me, is going to floor you. I absolutely love what I do. However, if there was one job, and Christy may know this because I've kind of hinted to it before, and then I did some looking up on it, and I was like, oh God, I got to pay for myself to go to the school. That's kind of going to suck. You're going to be like, what the hell? Really would enjoy being a flight attendant.
Really?
Based on my personality.
Yeah, you would be great. If you served me a Bloody Mary on a flight...
Buddy, I'll serve you whatever you want.
I might not get off the flight. When they're like, it's time to departure, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not departuring.
Yeah, I'm going to wherever this guy's going next.
Yeah.
my personality,
Yeah.
my ability to sling drinks,
Oh God. Yeah.
small chat, and then, hey, right now I'm in Atlanta. Next stop, big city of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, hotel? I love hotels. Absolutely love staying in a hotel.
Can I say, I had a buddy whose mom was a flight attendant, and she only flew, from what I know, I could be wrong, from what I remember, she only flew to Amsterdam, and they paid for her to stay in Amsterdam every time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so she's just got to take a free trip to Amsterdam once a week.
A girl that I was with in the Air Force, she not transitioned.
Which he does, God.
She switched career fields from security forces as she got a job as a flight attendant for the First Lady.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's a real job in the Air Force. People wonder, like, is there food, people who serve you food, drinks on a plane? If you're, all the way up to like I think it's a general. I don't know if it's a 1-star or 2-star, at what point you start to get your service. Mm-hmm. And then we have Ravens, which are in our career field that fly with all those important people, and then you land and you guard the planes. Yeah. But a flight attendant would, like, excuse me, sir.
Dude, let me
Can I interest you in a beverage?
If I was flying, if I was flying, and you walked by with the bev cart, I'm not getting off the plane.
No. What are you getting from me on the first one? Watch this eye contact when I open you up a drink. Like, sir, what can I get you?
Whatever you're drinking. Yeah, whatever you're drinking, I'll take one of those and a bag of your peanuts.
Who wouldn't want a bag of nuts?
Yeah. But God.
Right, that's one out of left field.
Yeah.
Let's go from
I like that.
Talking about ourselves to maybe talking about other people who make way more money than we do. Word on the street is that you have some picks from week 1 of the NFL.
I'm going to pull out a piece of paper. I hope everybody's okay with that.
We are degenerate. We'll tell you right now. We describe ourselves as degenerate fucks. And that's not a derogatory term. That's a term of endearment towards one another. We actually have a text message thread.
A thread, yeah.
And we send each other our picks. AJ has been on the ball ahead of everyone else. And he has the entire week 1.
I have week 1 NFL picks.
In the NFL. And can I tell you, after I see your paper right here, of why I didn't pick the UFC? I made it through one name and then went, I don't know how to pronounce anybody else's last name. So
Can I tell you again?
I don't want to talk about it.
Can I tell you something funny? I only know who Patty Pimblett is.
I didn't know anybody else.
And I just guessed off a name.
I was like, how do I say Aspinall? Is that even how you say it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. So we love to gamble.
We love to gamble.
On sports betting.
Sports betting is huge.
We did have a solid run over the late spring, early summer of basically Pakistani and Uzbekistan.
Tennis. Believe it or not.
Tennis. We were
rolling.
Couldn't miss.
Couple $100 actually.
Couldn't miss.
I don't know how much you made, but
I made a good chunk on the Masters, and I was betting closest to the pin.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
A blast.
But the tennis is like, because do you play tennis?
Never in my life.
Never.
Have I touched
besides, gym class. I had to.
I did tennis in gym too. That's true. So I lied to you guys already. I'm sorry.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Especially like the more shit we just keep making up. But anyways, we won a lot on tennis, and then as soon as we started winning, we went cold as fast as we went hot.
Very cold.
I text you
very cold
just between us out of the group thread and said, I think I need to stop betting on tennis. So we did watch a live version of this on a particular betting app, and it was like a dirt court with like third world country rackets, and we realized we were betting
Uzbekistani tennis.
We were betting a lot of money on some very shitty tennis. And we would yell at the person. We'd be like, damn it, Habib, you messed up my whole parlay is messed up off of one per. I mean, we were hitting 14, 15 leggers nonstop. And then
I was a couple $100 in the positive on only $10 bet.
Don't get into it. Don't fall. It's a rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit.
Don't go to live sports. Start betting.
We got into one point into Greyhound dog racing betting.
Yeah, which if you're part of PETA or anything like that, we apologize. But Greyhound racing,
it's legal in the state we were betting it in.
And it's also legal in Iowa. They just no longer do it.
Yes.
West Virginia does still live races.
Yes.
So that is something that we got into. We were making nickel bets.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Nickels, people. We were down to nickels.
That's why we need everybody to like and subscribe, because we're betting nickels.
We were down to nickels.
If we can start betting dimes and quarters, we know we've made it.
We're on to something.
100%. So, AJ, I'm not, as people will learn, huge into the NFL.
Okay.
The way I keep scratching my nose, people are going to comment, do you have a cocaine habit? I don't.
No.
This is just my level of energy with allergies.
Yeah.
Energy, allergies, no cocaine.
It's bad.
It's real bad.
Yeah.
I'm not huge into the NFL.
Okay.
Okay, my kiddos are. They love it. We have all the latest Madden. I go in there and I get absolutely housed by my 7-year-old. Housed. I'm talking 43-7. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
Just
it happens
terrible.
to the best of us.
So you, and I didn't run this by you, but I think you're going to be okay with it, are going to pretty much be in charge of NFL picks.
Okay.
Just like we were if we were betting in real life, I would go by what you were saying.
Here's the thing. I think a lot of people are going to have hot takes on what I have to say, and if you disagree with me, you have every right to disagree with me. But I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm going to stick by my bets. So I'm going to go over week 1 here, and we're going to talk about what I think. And if you have a disagreement...
Is this right around the corner?
This is coming up.
Okay.
I placed this bet. I placed a 15-leg parlay. It's already in. I placed it the week that week 1 opened for betting. And here's what I have. I have Ravens beating the Chiefs. Might be a hot take. But Chiefs, they're at a point where...
Look, I don't know a lot about the NFL, but I watched a Super Bowl or two, and I'm going to tell you, I think that's a hot right off the jump. You're going to hit me with something and try to push me as even a sports fan that I
let me just tell you where I'm coming from.
I'm going to take Patty Mahomes all day.
Chiefs regular season games, they don't have weapons like they used to. Travis Kelce, I'm a huge Travis Kelce fan. Travis Kelce has not been performing. The amount of balls I watched him miss in the last couple weeks of last year's season, he's just not there.
But to be fair, Kelsey's, if you'd like to sponsor our podcast or have us on, you're more than welcome.
Travis, I'm not hating on you. I get it.
Love Jason.
You're better than I could ever be. Depending on if you want to have a 2v2 match, we would play you, absolutely.
So hypothetically, somebody who wears a larger than size 8 shoe and is over 6 foot tall is better than you in the NFL? I would have never dreamed it.
Yeah, I could have guessed it myself.
Okay.
Anyways, on to my next
Ravens
pick.
over the Chiefs.
Ravens over the Chiefs.
Oh, this next one is going to upset my middle one terribly.
It's going to upset a lot of people.
It's
and
gonna
again, it's another hot take, but Green Bay's taking the Eagles.
Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Go, Pat, go. Let's go right there.
It's happening. Jordan Love is...
The background disdain of my child watching this podcast as we film it. He is irate. Ginger Locks is fired up right now.
Mad.
He's going to pick the Eagles all day.
But hear me out. Hear me out. I love Jordan Love. I have fallen... You know what he should love? Fan.
He should love his new contract.
He should
absolutely. Have you seen that?
Highest paid quarterback in the NFL right now.
His signing bonus was incredible.
Yeah. And I think that they made the right decision. Because Jordan Love is going to be a quarterback. Green Bay does one thing, and it does it very, 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 very good. Let me emphasize very good.
Green Bay, we're talking about.
Quarterbacks.
100%. But you picked them to lose. No, you picked them to win. I apologize.
I picked them to win.
Okay.
Absolutely. Next one isn't too controversial. Bears are going to beat the Titans. Bears have a beautiful team this year. If they can get it rolling, the Bears are going to be phenomenal.
Punting is winning.
And I'm not a Bears fan.
No, but I'm a Tory Taylor fan. Punting is winning. They now have Tory Taylor.
Yeah.
Even if, what's her quarterback's name?
On the Bears?
Yeah.
I don't know who they picked up.
No,
I know.
Wyatt, you can yell. What's the Bear?
It was like a guy from USC.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Caleb, thank you. All right, nope, we're done talking now.
Anyways, Bears over Titans. Titans haven't really done shit in a while.
Okay.
Step it up, Titans. Next, Steelers over the Falcons. The Steelers quarterback pool right now, in my opinion, if they can teach Justin Fields how to play their playbook, how to play like them. Their quarterback pool is nuts. Insane.
I mean, they're deep at the quarterback spot.
Yes.
Do they look at running a little wildcat?
I am a huge Justin Fields fan, and I can't be happier that he's out of the Bears.
Okay.
That wasn't the spot for him.
No.
Wasn't the spot
But it's
for
okay.
him.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. I have Dolphins over the Jags. It's the Dolphins. The Dolphins have been hot.
Yep.
They want to win.
Yep.
They just can't stand where they've been all year. They're ready to come out hot. So I have them beating the Jags all day. Not that the Jags is a bad team recently. They've been stepping it up. I've been impressed.
Beathard. CJ Beathard. Still a
Yeah.
Jag. So, just shout out. Obviously, I know Iowa football.
Next pick I have over that, Bengals over the Patriots. Love
Easy.
me some Joe Burrow.
Oh, well, Patriots are on such a downslide that it's not
Yeah.
even funny.
You lose Tom Brady, you fall apart. That's your own fault. Build a
100%.
team that doesn't rely on Tom Brady.
100%.
Anyways, Texans over the Colts. I've been liking the Texans recently. Give me a little Stroud in there.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah.
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 Okay, next. I have Saints over Panthers. As you will come to learn, I am a diehard Saints fan. I have been my entire life. Might not be great for me, but I'm going to stand by them. And they will be my pick every single week throughout the NFL season, whether you like it or not.
Can I tell you, I'm reading your paper. I'm excited for the next pick, and
You
I'm gonna briefly tell you why.
Go ahead, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Next
Make a
pick, I have Bills over the Cardinals.
Can I tell you why I'm excited about that?
Tell
Has
me why you're excited.
Zero to do with me knowing anything really about NFL. I love Bills Mafia.
Oh, God, dude, what a fan base. It reminds me of Iowa.
And that's exactly why I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, where else can you get blitzed out of your mind and jumping through a flaming table is not only wildly accepted, it's 100% like needed. It's expected.
Let's skip past the flaming table and remember that they were sacrificing humans into a hole to win games. Do you remember that? Did you hear anything about that?
No, fill me in.
There was I think it was a sinkhole. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I think
they
it was
will.
a sinkhole.
They will. All 44 of our subscribers will.
There was a couple people that had been, from what I heard, this could be just
Is it
Bills
Bills
Mafia rumor.
Lore.
Lore.
Like,
It could be lore.
Okay.
But they were sacrificing human beings into this sinkhole to win games.
Like legit, you were like, hey, number 74, you're up. Like you pulled a
No,
number.
just random Bills fan. Yeah, like a draft.
Like a draft, and you were
Like,
like,
oh,
hey,
you're walking by the sinkhole. Wham! Bills are winning!
that's it.
That's it, right there. That's how it went. As far as I know.
And I did listen to the Kelseys on their podcast, and when Jason went to Buffalo, he said it was one of the most electric environments he's ever been to. And I would have to say, like, if I'm ever going to go to an NFL game, I would love to go and just absolute party
With a Bills fan.
Mafia.
Yeah.
And it has zero to do with the football team. I mean, AJ Epinesa, clutch.
Yeah.
Excited for his brother. Hopefully he signs to Iowa. That would be huge.
That would
it would
be
be a whole
ginormous.
Epinesa bloodline through there. But I don't know anything about the Cardinals. I couldn't even tell you who their quarterback is. I don't think anybody really knows unless you live in Arizona.
Next
bad.
pick I have, Chargers over the Raiders. Could be a close game. I like a couple Raiders players. I like the Raiders defense right now.
Listen, I was listening.
But I've been a semi Chargers fan since Herbert.
I was listening to another podcast, and they were saying, and I will agree with them, that the Chargers could be. They were asking if it was basically a hot take or not, that the Chargers could potentially be a Super Bowl team.
The Chargers can't clutch in the playoffs is my problem.
To be seen.
To be
seen. Moving on.
Moving on, which is gonna kill my buddy Noah. Noah, I know you're listening because you're one of my best friends and you would support me in a podcast journey, but this pick is gonna kill you. I got the Seahawks beating the Broncos. He's a diehard Broncos fan. It's gonna kill him to hear that.
Sorry.
After that, I got Cowboys beating the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the Browns.
And it's the Cowboys regular season.
Yeah.
Cowboys postseason, trash. Cowboys regular season, pretty good team.
Yeah.
I got Tampa beating the Commanders.
It's the Commanders.
It's the Commanders.
Is Rivera still at the helm there as a head coach? I believe so.
We'd have to look that one
If
up.
not,
I'm
they'll
sure.
correct us in the comments.
Yep. Next, I have Lions over the Rams.
Love the Lions.
Can we take a second to talk about what the Lions have been building?
If you're referring to an incredible team filled with a bunch of hot guys,
That's exactly what I'm
yes,
talking about.
we could take a moment
I'm
and talk
talking
about
about St. Brown, Laporta,
that. Oh,
which, by the way, I'm pretty sure had the best rookie season of any tight end
100%.
ever.
Yeah. Better than Kittle.
Yeah.
I'll go out on a limb and say Laporta in college was twice the tight end as Kittle.
Yeah.
Kittle was good.
Good.
He didn't really get where he is now until the NFL.
Yeah.
He was good in college.
Yeah.
Laporta was something different to watch live.
And he still is.
Yeah.
He still is something different to watch live.
Yeah.
Next, I have the 49ers beating the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is going to come out, tear his ACL. Might make it 8 seconds into the game. Who knows? It's going to happen.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Jets is out. Niners winning.
Yep.
That's
Bang,
an
bang,
easy
Niner
pick.
gang. Let's go.
And that's my whole week 1 predictions. I will say, off of $1, this parlay, when I made it, will pay out $1,300. Do I think I hit all 15?
If it hits, how much comes back into the podcast?
All 1,300.
Oh my God. You heard it here.
Other than a nice date, maybe. I might go out on a nice
to
date.
Milwaukee again, or
No. Just
No.
like a nice restaurant or something.
Oh.
And then
like
the rest.
you and I just having a love. Oh, you're referring to Emma.
Well,
That's
I
fine.
mean,
No,
I'll-
that's
no,
fine.
no.
No, I get it. No,
It
no,
might
no, no,
maybe
no, that's fine.
maybe a double date.
Quick question: can we just write it off as a business expense?
At this rate, I think so.
100%.
Depending on how this pod does, we'll write it off business expense.
So you talk NFL. I'm gonna talk a little college football, and I'm gonna get you with week 0.
Week 0 hit me.
And most people are like, "Oh my God, those games are trash." If you are a diehard college football fan, then you cannot wait for week 0. I could care less if it's. I don't even know. Just give me an absolute shit team versus another shit team.
I'm still watching.
And on a Thursday night, I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm glued. I'm tuned.
Yeah.
I'm ready to make. I'll put $5 on them.
Yeah,
And I couldn't
why
even
not?
tell you their quarterback name. That's why I'm going to give you week 0.
Go ahead.
Week 0, we're kicking off Hawaii over Delaware. We don't even really have.
Hawaii beating Delaware.
Yeah,
Okay. That would be a good game.
You
I
like
think.
it?
Yeah.
yeah. That's my pick.
All I know about either team is I have a buddy from Delaware, and that's all I know. So
For a minute, I almost couldn't read my next handwriting. But this is going to be the big game of week 0. I believe it's August 24th. People are going to be like, "That's not really week 0." I call it week 0. Anything that happens before the
if
actual
Ben calls
Saturday.
it week 0, it's week 0.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going Florida State over Georgia Tech all day, every day. Just because I used to live in this great state, although I did not, they would be my least favorite pick out of the state. Montana State over New Mexico.
Yeah,
Bobcats take down the Lobos all day.
I like it.
Last one that I did, SMU over Nevada. I'm taking the Ponies over the Wolfpack. That's what I would do. Lock it in, parlay it,
You heard
put
it
it
here
on,
first.
put it down. That's what I would take. If it doesn't win, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess you should have listened to another podcast with people who actually know what they're talking about with betting. But yeah, I would. Those would be my picks of week 0,
Okay.
all on August 24th.
I like it.
Now tonight we have something exciting happening tonight on TV, which I'm not really sure what time it is. I believe the prelims just kicked off. It's going to be UFC 304.
Okay, I have a couple picks.
And I'm just going to look at your paper because
That's
you took
fine.
time to write them down. Because I see a couple of our picks are different.
Okay. So Edwards Muhammad is going to be the title fight. What weight is that? Welterweight, I think it was at.
I don't even know.
Something like that. I took Muhammad.
I'm taking Edwards. Edwards is, I believe he's the favorite.
He probably is.
I believe you picked the underdog in that one.
Okay.
Now this is where you get to pronounce people's last names first, and I'm just gonna pretty much piggyback off whatever you say at this point.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go with Aspinall and Bayenades. And just because I can say it easier, I'm going with Aspinall.
If you are Aspinall or Bayenades,
and you want to come on the pod and tell us how to properly pronounce your name,
come on.
Send us an email at iowa.boys.chatter@gmail.com. That's our business email.
iowa.boys.chatter@gmail.com.
@gmail.com.
Or hey, you hit us up on Instagram? What's our AJ? Tell them our Instagram.
Iowa Boys Chatter on Instagram.
That's it. Hit it up. Send us a DM. Let us know what you think. Even if we're looking for honest feedback. Even if you're like, hey, I can't believe you two idiots sat up there for over an hour.
Yeah,
we warned you at the beginning of this podcast that it was literally going to be two dudes who love each other to death, just talking about random shit. I'll take Aspinall. Give me Aspinall. Okay. Just because I don't know how to say the other one. Pick.
We're going to go Green and Pimlet. I got Patty Pimlet because I like Patty Pimlet.
I love Patty Pimlet. That's a great pick. 100%.
So you agree with that?
Yeah, parlay it all day.
Next, we got Duncan versus Rodriguez. I got Duncan.
I don't know anything about either one of those two because I sucked at doing my homework on this. So just to be different than you, give me Rodriguez.
Okay. Next, I got Allen versus...
There we go.
Chicades.
Who'd you take and why?
Allen.
Why?
Because Allen was easier for me to pronounce.
That's exactly why I would have taken it too. All right, well, those were our betting picks. I don't really know where to go from here.
I think we get ready to wrap it up. I think we tell the people.
I'd agree with you.
We do have a sponsor, which is one of the reasons that this podcast became so easy to follow through, which is the Loose Chain. And a little technical difficulty.
Sorry again on the technical difficulty.
The Loose Chain will be having a golf outing August 27th, which is a Tuesday. I could be wrong on the date.
What is it? I'll check it.
I think it's August 27th. Go ahead and check it real quick. Pull up that calendar app.
Working on it. Oops.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't it.
August 27th.
Yep,
I am
it's
correct.
a Tuesday.
At 1 p.m. Iowa Boys Chatter has a team that will be playing in a golf outing that the Loose Chain is putting on out at Hunter's Ridge at 1 p.m. After the game...
Where are proceeds going, do you know?
I don't know where...
It's all proceeds... well, I shouldn't say all proceeds. Excuse me.
Proceeds are going to go somewhere. Not sure what charity they're going to yet.
Yeah.
Proceeds will be going somewhere. Iowa Boys Chatter does have a team that will be out there. Both of us will be out there. Not saying we're going to play great, but it's us, so we're probably going to play great. If I don't play great, we're going to lie on the scorecard and cheat.
100%.
Because if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
Which is what matters. Going to get some people, potentially, get a few select people into our first bit of merch. Now, I'm not trying to put the cart ahead of the horse.
Yeah.
These are ideas, so
that's the plan going forward.
We're trying. We hope to be able to give a few individuals away we're actually going to sell them, and all the proceeds are going to go back into the charity that is being selected by the golf tournament. But all the proceeds, 100% of them will go back to there. None is coming back to us or
we
this
won't be making anything. Yeah,
Rinky Dink podcast from my basement.
Correct. We will not be making anything.
No, we just want to get the merch out to you guys.
I think we're gonna trial run 10 shirts. Now, if we get more than 10 comments going, "Hey, we're gonna buy a shirt," maybe we trial run more than 10 shirts.
Yeah.
It's gonna be up to you guys. As of right now, we're at 10 shirts. 100% of profits from those shirts are gonna re-go into whatever this golf outing is going to support, I got to get with our sponsor,
I feel like we
figure
should
out.
have known that, and that's our fault.
That's our fault. It was just miscommunication. We wanted to get content out
As soon
as possible to keep this hype alive. Because you guys have been blowing us up. We have,
Yeah.
I mean, for a YouTube channel that had no post yet, to be at, I think we're at 46 subscribers before we started this podcast. That's huge. So we wanted to stay on top and get an episode out without knowing all the information.
Get it
But
on top.
I do know we will be at this golf event.
Mhm.
Hopefully we will have shirts. I think we can make that happen.
I
At
think
least 10 of them.
Basically, large to 2X.
Yeah. And if you need a smaller size and you're 100% dedicated to getting a shirt, you let us know and we'll make it happen. But as of right now, we're thinking large to 2X. If we need smaller, we'll make smaller happen, but we need to know that beforehand. And afterwards, we'll be at the bar. As far as
The
I
bar.
know, the Loose Chain,
100%.
who is our sponsor. We will be there having a couple of drinks. We might bring a live podcast. We don't know yet.
We're hoping to.
We're hoping to. We have equipment coming in on Tuesday, which is huge. This Tuesday, we'll be having equipment come in. We're going to test the equipment, see if it's good enough or at the level to make a live show happen. I
Yeah,
think.
our ultimate goal is to get off the phone, out of the ring light, have mics, have a little bit of some editing equipment,
Yeah.
some better sound quality. We just, like AJ said, we just wanted to get something out to you guys because we just felt it was important. We were trying to capitalize on some of the hype around that's buzzing around here. We just are super excited.
Yeah.
We're going to have some special guests coming on. Just so you guys know, I've already got a couple for sure. We're going to be bringing in.
Let's say. Oh, were you
I was going to talk about a little bit of the
the
guests.
blind? Are you going to talk about that? Were you bringing that on
The blind.
with our one of
Oh,
our
you
friends
talking-
here?
You talking about the blind?
Yes.
The segment, the blind.
segment, the
I thought we were
blind.
bringing on a blind person.
Not yet.
I don't
Helen
know
Keller,
any-
if you want to come on, hit us up.
I didn't know any blind people.
I still don't think you're real, but Helen Keller, if you want to hit us up, hit us up.
If you found a blind, if a blind person found this podcast, good on you, because maybe it was an accident because you thought you were gonna go watch something cool, but
You
you're
ended up
blind,
on us.
so you ended up on us. Yes, the blind.
The blind with our buddy Noah.
Our Noah, our buddy Noah, will be in this venture with us. He'll be more of a reoccurring guest. Him and I are pretty versed. I don't know your hunting level. We've never discussed. I should ask.
Zero, dude.
Zero.
Zero.
Okay. Noah and I are.
Other than terrorists. Not that I actually ever did anything, but my goal was to hunt terrorists.
Noah
Never got to that
and
point.
I are pretty versed in hunting. Noah and I both share a deep passion for waterfowl. So that's why the segment's going to be called The Blind, because you hunt out of a blind. Yeah. Okay. So you know a little bit
out of a blind, guys.
yeah.
That's what
so,
you hunt out of.
And we're going to talk some whitetail. We're going to talk some duck hunting, some goose hunting.
Noah's
some
an
predator hunting.
outdoors man to the extreme.
He
And
just
we're
got a
glad
boat.
to have him on.
We may go remote from a boat.
From a boat. There might be a live podcast from a boat coming in the future. I don't know if he wanted everybody to know that he was going to have a boat, but Ben let it out first, so Ben is the one to blame. In that case, Noah, if that was not what you wanted,
We apologize, but you got a boat, buddy. You're doing it. Some of the other guests we're
he
bringing
will
on.
be a very occurring guest.
Yeah, very reoccurring.
Very
I do have
reoccurring.
some special guests that we're definitely going to bring on.
We have family.
We're going to have family
Yep.
because we're family.
Both of our significant others will be on for at least one episode.
If this gets big enough and we can have a Patreon, we will do a Patreon release of just all four of us, AJ and I, and then both of our significant others, just basically doing exactly what we're doing now, except we're going to allow them to basically talk a little shit about us if they want.
Yeah, just rim into it.
Yeah, just kind of air out some of our dirty laundry that you and I would never put on blast, but
Yeah.
we're going to allow them
It's
to
gonna
do
come
that
out.
if they wish.
Yeah.
No domestics
Yeah. No.
will result in that.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna have quite a few
I got
professionals on here. Couple. I know we got at least 2 nurses lined up. We got some behavioral health techs that want to come on.
they want to do a little mental health discussion,
which
is a huge
thing we want to talk about.
Yep. I got hopefully I got my really good friend, lifelong friend of mine. My kids actually refer to him as Uncle Kyle. Hopefully he's going to come on. He's an Emmy Award winning mascot.
Awesome. Love
Okay,
it.
he works for the White Sox baseball organization. Get him on,
Love
talk a little ball.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about his journey of how he became to be a professional mascot.
Love it. Love it.
That'll be interesting. You got another buddy of mine. My kids call him Uncle Mark. They just name everybody Uncle that they like in our
I
family.
haven't gotten the uncle title yet, but
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Well, you got a call sign,
I do have
and
a
we'll dive
call
into
sign.
that. We don't want to
We
reveal
will
those
dive
yet.
into that on a different episode.
But hey, Uncle Mark's going to come on. He is a
Okay.
Heartlanders, which is our local hockey team, super fan.
Yeah,
the guy-
that's what I've heard.
The guy just throws
I'm
down
excited to meet him.
outfits. Oh,
I think he's one of my favorite ones. I'm excited to meet.
yeah, he is
From
going to
what
bring.
we've talked.
He's going to bring some content that is
Yeah.
just. He's
We'll
a
have
huge.
the loose chain on.
100%.
Yep.
We're going to have Loose Chain, the representative from the Loose Chain, on. Gosh, I'm hoping to get on. I got an Iowa player too that I'm going to reach out to.
Yeah.
Past Iowa players.
I think there's a couple of people I'll reach out to on our
Yeah,
business.
hoping to get that. I got my cousin runs a very successful wrestling page
That'd be cool.
called The Scramble.
Yeah.
It is huge. He was a huge wrestler, real good. Hoping to
Nice.
get maybe him on, talk a little wrestling, a little mat talk.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's what we're wanting to bring you guys. Like we said, just two great friends sitting around talking about whatever kind of hits our mind.
Yeah.
A
whatever
little
we want
topic
to.
here and there, little topic direction, just to kind of keep us on a track. Because if not, I
We
think
could talk for hours.
we could.
We
100%.
could talk for hours about anything.
Yeah. But that's what we're hoping to bring you guys is content like that. If you have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments. We'll be glad to maybe look at them and discuss a little bit.
Yeah.
If you want to be a
I think
guest.
we make that a whole segment is talking about comments that are.
Oh, yeah. We do have
Why
other segments lined up that we
Yeah.
will be bringing you guys, like the blind. We might do a hot take segment.
An Iowa things only segment.
Yep, Iowa things only, specific to Iowa. So if you know some things that you want to talk about that are specific to Iowa, drop them in the comments down below.
Yeah.
And we'll write those down whenever that episode comes around.
I think so.
I don't know what else to say except I had a really good time with you on our first episode.
I mean, this is a blast.
Besides the few beers I have, any idea what else is running through here right now?
Iowa flows through these.
Iowa flows through these veins 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell. That way, anytime us two idiots get together,
Yeah.
you get notified. We're hoping to drop one about once a week.
I think that's the rate we're gonna go for. Yes.
All right.
I think so.
AJ, I love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
All right, man.
It was
Thanks
a
for
great
hanging
time.
out. We're out.